Hello, welcome back. We actually did it. We came back with less than a month time in between episodes. As usual, my name is Andrew. With me is John. We're playing the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. So last week, we did a bunch of talking. We finally started the court case. And the two witnesses that were called were not who we expected.
No.
So now we're about to do their testimony.
Oh shit, I was gonna try to practice an Italian accent. Oh no.
Let's be real, I don't think it would have made much difference if we practiced or not.
No, but damn it. I'm just gonna have to play "It's a Me, Mario" over and over and over in my head.
Alright, so I think we stopped right at their testimony, so we're going to hear it, and then there'll be a whole bunch of talking, and then we'll press every statement, and then we'll see what happens.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, yeah, their designs are so ridiculous. Alright. Wait, which one were you? I forgot.
I'll be the red one.
Okay. I guess, I don't know. We'll see what I do for this. We was walking down Baker Street in the small hours, and the gaff doors was ajar, see?
It's like some kind of sign begging for us to go in, it was.
But once we got inside, court blimey lummy, we heard a gunshot from the back room.
We went to see what was. Oh yeah, no, I can't. We went to see what was what, but the door was locked from the inside.
We never done nothing, Governor. We never took nothing. We just left after that, nice and quiet. Are you fucking kidding me? Do we have to prove, hey, remember that guy you shot? We're gonna be they're gonna be I don't know. You can't. You don't have evidence. You can't prove it.
A terrible coincidence it would seem. At the precise moment these miscreants entered the property, an even more sinister crime was afoot.
The witness's testimony is consistent with the crime scene in every detail. Jake says that those guys are supposed to have Italian accents based on what we did last week, but I don't think we're going to be able to hold that up.
No. Best I can do is shitty Italian American.
There you go. The door providing access to the storeroom from the main shop was indeed locked from the inside. And within only the victim and the accused were found.
I must say, it does appear to be an overwhelmingly simple case. Still, the defense may cross-examine the witnesses now, of course. Counsel, if you please. Oh, I like that we don't have to, argue that it's our right to do.
Yeah, they're not just alright, guilty. They're wait a minute.
Counsel?
Yes.
But what's the matter, Rudo?
Sorry, I was just stunned into silence for a minute by the blatant lies being told by that pair in the stand. I know it's all nonsense, because I saw it with my own eyes. I'll just have to expose their testimony for the pack of lies it is. So I feel like we go right to the last one where it says they didn't do anything else. They said that they left quietly and we just present the bullet or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, what are these skull cross pens they have?
Yeah, I don't know.
Alright, so what do we... Is there nothing that just has oh yeah, the fucking bullet in Sherlock?
No, I think we actually just have to press them on everything.
Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna press this one first. Hopefully it'll just be are you sure you didn't do anything else? You didn't do or take anything. Is that your story? You're right there, John. Sounds like someone fell over.
I think it was the cats.
Nice. Well, it was Bedlam. As soon as, weren't it? Well, I don't know what accent that was. Well, it was Bedlam, soon as, weren't it?
It was, Nash, it was. Didn't even have time to pull my dukes out of the lucky lockets.
So sometime to take your hands out of your pockets, you just left? Nice and quietly, you say. That's right, Governor. Enough and we ain't more than violence. Peace, love, and nibblers. We are not bludgers. Is it gonna be like they were there when the crime like really happened and they didn't see us at all? Is that gonna be it?
Like they actually were witnesses.
Yeah.
We are, Nash, we are. Never pulled the dukes out of me Lucy lockets.
So you clearly like us to believe. Eh? Come again? As you fled from the pawnbrokers that night, did you not run into anyone else? And did you not fire a gun at that person?
Saints alive, they fired a gun, you say? How do you not know this?
Yeah. Ah! Blimey, Governor.
You ain't telling us it was yous in the doorway.
Alright, never mind.
Come on, you.
Never mind, it was exactly as stupid as I first thought it was. It was.
Why the bleeding Nora?
Didn't you mention that before? I think that was me. I don't even know.
It was, sorry.
You were armed with a gun. And as you fled the scene, you fired that gun. At London's greatest detective, Sherlock Holmes.
They shot the great Sherlock Holmes?
I did hear that, actually. There was a rumor he'd been rushed to hospital.
The great Holmes?
On the night in question, this pair were arrested by the police within a minute of the discovery of the crime scene. Their suspicious countenance rapidly gave them away. Okay, we're just racist. And when searched, a firearm was indeed found in their possession. Oh. Why were you just gonna let them lie on the stand like that, then? Why did we start with this? Furthermore, the barrel shows signs of a shot having been fired from it. It's only one shot, so it's not... Well, we already know what the murder weapon is. As the prosecution invites his lordship to examine the firearm recovered from his brothers. It's a long...
Yes, indeed. It's a gun.
Yeah. It's a shooty boy.
A shooty boy. Ribbons of powder around the muzzle, as you say, Counsel.
Well, I forgot we have fucking Trotsky on our jury.
The court will hold this weapon as evidence. I like that that's basically who he is.
Yeah.
Like,
pretty much,
well,
I don't think they say what his ideology was, but he's a Russian revolutionary.
But, like, Trotsky wouldn't have been, like, pushed out of Russia yet.
Yeah.
That's more like the 30s, I think.
Well, maybe it's Lenin, because Lenin was exiled, right?
Again, I think that...
Yeah,
no, I don't think Lenin was exiled.
No, wasn't he, like, in Germany, and then like... Oh, well, whatever. I don't know why we're trying to talk like we know anything on the internet.
Yes.
The Skulkin brothers' gun has been entered into the court record. Now, my learned Nipponese friend, we're going to interrupt this scene to look at the gun.
1897, Lenin was sentenced without trial to 3 years exile in eastern Siberia.
Wow. I can't find anything out of place, really. Okay.
When you rotated it, it looks like...
Yeah, there was something.
Oh.
What do you call this? Not...
The barrel. Or
No,
the drum.
There you go. The bullet part, but not the one they come out of, the one they go in. So So there's ammunition still loaded in 5 of this revolver's 6 cylinders.
Yes, which tells us that only a single shot has been fired from it.
Because reloading is not possible. Exactly.
The bullet that hit Harry, in fact, isn't it?
Yes, it happened almost as soon as we walked in through Winterbank's door.
I'll make those brothers pay!
Oh, alright, that's it. I think that's really all we're gonna see.
That is like a very weird gun design.
Yeah. Yes? Here's to your successfully presenting as the evidence. Bleh. Ugh. For yes, there are the telltale signs of spent powder on this gun and a single bullet missing from the cylinder. But the prosecution demands evidence that it was fired as the scene of the crime under scrutiny. Are you serious? No! Well, I don't need evidence. Are you fucking kidding me? Because I was there. There's a guy in the fucking hospital. However, yeah, we don't trust witness testimony. They'll put any criminal on the stand.
Oh yeah, literally.
However, as the rest of us in this courtroom, we're not. If the defense fails to provide evidence in support of its rash claim, we shall have no choice but to toast your incompetence and move on. Are we just...
This is so confusing.
Yeah. Evidence that these two fired a gun before they left Winterbanks that night.
The court demands that all claims are affirmed with clear proof.
But only from the defense. The prosecution can say whatever the fuck they want.
What evidence shows that these witnesses unloaded a firearm in the pawnbroker's shop that night?
Is it gonna be this one? Because it has... Yeah. Okay. Because it has this.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, it could have been April 16th of any year!
Oh my god. Nope.
That's right.
Music's still fine.
Well, but it has a picture. So I think it's correct. I don't know, but you're right. I don't know. I don't know why the music's gonna stop. The evidence is in this portfolio.
What? What on earth have you there, counsel?
During the course of our investigations, we discovered a number of bloodstains. Are you serious? Not trusting the police to do the job that they're trained to do? How arrogantly Nipponese of you. Well, anyway, we analyzed all the blood samples we found and recorded the results in this portfolio.
And you claim to have the evidence the court is demanding therein?
Yes, my lord.
No more dallying, then counsel present the pertinent evidence at once.
Serious? I just did.
What do you have in your portfolio that proves these witnesses unloaded a firearm at the scene?
It's that picture, right?
I would assume so. What is that? Explain!
It's a photographic print taken at Winterbank's pawnbroker on the day of the incident.
From the scene of the crime, is it? Is that a bullet hole? And if my eyes do not deceive me, it appears the bullet is still lodged there.
Yes, as your lordship noticed, the bullet pierced Mr. Winterbank's calendar. The date shown being the 16th of April, the very day of the pawnbroker's death.
The incident occurred at 1 hour after midnight. But this indicates that a separate shot had been fired sometime after the calendar had been set to the 16th.
That's right, and while it isn't irrefutable, the defense believes this is credible evidence that the witnesses did fire a round from their gun in the pawnbrokers that night. Ah!
I like that he's standing on a
A
crate.
yeah.
Order! How does the prosecution stand, Lord Van Zeeks?
Is he going to throw it?
If that is the direction my learned friend wishes to take, the prosecution has no objection. What? There you go.
Yes.
But you'll forgive me for flinging my hollow chalice aside in disgust at the repugnancy it exposes. Yes, on the night in question, these brothers entered the pawnbroker illegally. And like the bolder baddies, they claim to be opened fire on the new arrivals before fleeing back onto the street. Yeah! Take it easy there, Governor. You're gonna land us in the soup.
We had a deal. You weren't going to get into them details. Tell him, Scully. Set the bloke straight.
I have nothing to add.
So he knew, did he? Van Zeeks knew their testimony would almost certainly expose the extent of their crimes. It would seem now that I owe my learned Nipponese friend a word of gratitude. What do you mean? What I mean is that you have helpfully confirmed an important fact.
To what fact do you refer, Lord Danson?
As has been established at the point of the arrest, a single shot had been fired from the brother's gun. However, if that shot found its target in Mr. Sholmes, then clearly these witnesses cannot be accused of the fatal shooting of the proprietor and victim. Because they couldn't have taken the other guy's gun.
Yeah.
In other words, these two men have no material connection to the murder of Mr. Winterbank at all. So that's it. So Jake says, I feel like Van Zeeks is the most competent prosecutor in the series, which is not a high bar, but still. That's it. We didn't have nothing to do with it.
We didn't, Nash. We didn't. That's what I reckon.
Now, crimes include unlawful entry, intent to steal, perjury, and let us not forget, attempted murder.
Quite a catalogue, eh, there, fellas?
Yeah.
We're in for it now, bruv.
Now then, let us take a moment to consider the aforementioned great detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes. It would seem the man patronized the pawnbroker in question somewhat regularly. Where's he going with this? Mr. Sholmes appears to take pleasure in tinkering with eccentric machinery.
Eccentric, says who?
Not me, don't give me that look. He installed a pair of machines like this one in the victim's shop.
That's one of his red-handed recorders. What's that, Counsel? It has appearance of a photographic contraption.
As your lordship has surmised, it is indeed a camera attached to a small timing device. Every half an hour, it automatically photographs the interior of the establishment. The idea being that if a thief were to break into the shop, he would be caught red-handed. Only if he happens to break in at exactly a 30-minute time increment. The prosecution has obtained the photographs taken by the device on the night in question.
That's a lot of photos.
Yeah. Oh my god. As the court will observe, copious identical prints are produced in quite desultory fashion.
Oh, rather prodigal, I fear.
In fact, there are two such devices in the victim's shop, my lord. If I may refer the court to the plan of the premises, their respective positions are here and here.
You say these cameras produce a print every half hour. I'm afraid I fail to see. How that would help if the anticipated thief conducted his activities in one of the many 30-minute intervals.
One can only praise as it would be criminal lingos, my lord.
Oh,
On the night in question, the witnesses currently in the stand were not caught on camera. That's a bit of friar talk, eh, bruv? Whatever the hell that means.
Lady Luck loves us a skulking.
witnesses, at what time did your trespassing begin?
Hey, must have been just after 1, right, bruv?
Must have been, Dash. Must have been. Yeah, just gone 1.
In which case, minutes before these brothers entered the establishment, what scene might we expect to see within the shop? Let us examine the evidence. Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Good lord!
There you go.
It's the defendant!
It's probably gonna be like she took the gun from him before he killed himself, because you kept... she kept aiming it at himself.
Miss Gina Lestrade!
As the court can clearly see, the accused is pictured gun in hand, facing the victim over the shop counter. No doubt coercing the proprietor to open the door to his storeroom.
Quite! One can only too easily imagine the events that unfolded. The court will take this photographic print as evidence, if you please, counsel.
The photograph of Gina has been entered into the court record. Ugh. There's gonna be something in here, right? I don't see anything.
I just like that that's a real photo of the dog.
Yeah, it's one of the developers' dogs or something. Like, I think you said that earlier.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if there's anything weird, but... I don't see anything yet.
I mean, well...
I don't believe it, Jerry!
In short, the accused is the only person who could have possibly killed Mr. Winterbank.
I mean, that's not true, though. That's like a ridiculous statement. Anyone could have possibly killed him.
Okay, I have no idea who this is. I'm gonna guess Herlock, but I don't.
I say, my lord.
Ah.
Oh. What if I might put a word at this point?
No! Shut up, juror, number 1. That's not your job.
Go ahead, Mr. Foreman.
Took a bally bullet to the knee at the Battle of Maiwand, 1880, don't you know? Decorated for it and all, but that forced to retire for service handling. Of course, a medal can never outshine the exploits of chaps like us on the battlefield.
They're all about to say guilty, and we'll do the reversal thing.
Yeah. Yes, Mr. Foreman, and what exactly is your point?
Carry on the battle after retirement, you see. The battle of daily life, if you like. And here I am now, leading the small squadron, 6 all good and true. There are women. And we'll all go down together. You mark my words. One for all and all for one.
So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury have reached agreement, have they? Is that what we are to understand?
Well, Mr. Foreman, is that correct?
Speaking, yes. That is squadron position, sir.
Oh, you're a robot again.
Oh,
Damn
I'm
it.
sorry.
Oh, well, I don't know. It's not too bad.
Okay.
What? No, it's too soon for the judgment.
That is report to the court, men, on the double. His lordship insists on promptitude at all times, and that goes for making decisions, too.
Was I this one? I don't...
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm the next three, and then you're the last one.
Russian, yeah.
I think you'll find the truth is as clear as day now. I could reach out and touch it. I wouldn't have left it in there. I just wouldn't. But in all honesty, I can't actually remember. Situation clear. Stop. No room for doubt. Stop. Truth now undeniable. Stop.
I am very sorry for brothers. They are unlucky. Very well. I now call upon each member of the jury to state his or her leaning in this matter. Announce your considered verdicts to the court.
Oh my god, my cat's sleeping and he's twitching in his sleep. It's so cute.
Oh, little dreams.
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Oh.
The fuck?
Remember we get the chance when they all say guilty, we like pin them against each other?
I know, but I don't think we've ever gotten one where all six.
Yeah. It's usually like 4 of them go and then the last 2 hold that for a while. Yeah.
It does indeed appear that the jury is unanimous in its leaning already.
That photograph. It must be the definitive evidence that Gregson mentioned. I gotta realize I never... There we go. Anyway.
Oh, Jenny, shoot him!
No, of course not. My lord, the defense wishes to assert its right to a summation examination.
Very well, the court grants permission.
Oh, we're not gonna have another 30-minute argument about my right to do this?
Here it comes.
Yeah. So, you refuse to admit defeat again. How unsurprising.
My Nepalese friend. We shall proceed immediately with the summation examination. Mr. Foreman, are all the members of the jury ready? Absolutely, sir. Always ready for action, my chaps. Very good. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will each explain on what grounds you have determined the defendant to be guilty. I also like that we haven't had a chance to talk to Gina at all.
The defendant is almost never put on the stand. The juror's contentions.
All the evidence clearly points to the finger of guilt of this young pickpocketine. As a housemaid, I should like to see all filthy eyesores promptly and rigorously eliminated.
I think you'll find that if you look at that photograph in stereo, the truth will just pop out. If I left it in there, I should think there'll be repercussions by now. Mind made up. Stop. Global radio transmission of ready to follow. Stop.
In Motherland, we see never judged by clothes, judged by head. I am convinced brothers are innocent. Comrades in arms. The circumstance of the crime and the evidence do indeed implicate the defendant rather comprehensively.
The storeroom, locked from the inside, in which the victim and the accused were discovered alone, and in the accused's hand is the fatal revolver, the firing of which was heard by these witnesses.
Not to mention these print.
Something is going to be going on here.
Yeah. Take it from a chap who's seen action on the battlefield, that young girl's on the verge of pulling a bullet trigger.
Is there anything like it's wearing different clothes, or like...
I mean, he's in the storeroom, and they're outside of the storeroom at the moment.
Yeah. But, like, okay, it's the right gun.
Yeah. Is the hammer pulled back on it?
I don't think so. I can't really tell.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
That's not a good sign.
I think this is the note that's on the desk, but I don't know if we can, like... Oh well. We'll carry on. Thanks a lot, Mr. Sholmes.
Oh dear, I was supposed to have not been done. I'm afraid I think you have an uphill struggle ahead of you.
But Gina didn't shoot Mr. Windibank. I knew that because of the power of friendship. Which means there's more to the situation that we've yet to see.
Agreed. And I before council proceed with the summation examination.
Jury examination. The defense's rebuttal. Apply the press, find something. Nope, alright. If I can't change the minds of more than half of these 6 jurors... Wait, more than half? I thought it was...
Yeah, yeah.
I thought it had to be
Unanimous.
unanimous. Oh well. The trial will be over.
Well, we know that Ginny would never shoot anyone.
Yeah, so we need to find contradictions in what these jurors are saying and put them against each other. I must be ready to go to whatever lengths I have to convince them of Gina's innocence.
Hold it!
You're Mr. Natsume's landlord, Mr. Garadeb, aren't you? We really must stop meeting like this.
Ah, you're that lawyer chap. Well, there's a turnout for the books. Yes, rather a turbulent time we had back then.
How could you not recognize him? Like, this is probably the only Japanese person this guy's ever seen.
Yes.
Right? Like...
And this was what, like, a week ago?
Yeah, I guess him and Suzato are the only Japanese people he's ever seen, probably.
Well, and his tenant.
Oh shit! All right, yeah, 3 people. All right, yeah, you could
Yeah.
easily get confused at that point.
Yes. They all look the same,
Yeah.
you know.
Some extraordinary events took place at your house, that's for sure. Unluckily, Mr. Sholmes and I were able to get to the bottom of it all.
Yes, and prove that your wife killed a man.
Yeah, it was. She didn't. It was like she threw a knife out and it almost killed a woman, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think we did rather a lot for you, didn't we? I mean, obviously, I wouldn't be suggesting that therefore you should change your leaning to not guilty or anything.
Can't be denied, I suppose. The curse of the Garadeb house was the talk of the town after that business.
What?
Lodgers moved out and I couldn't get a barley soul to take up the tenancies.
Oh.
Haven't had the heart to break the news to Jenny yet. Had bad enough that the old girls clapped up. Yes, can't be denied. You did do rather a lot, but not for us, that's for dashed certain.
I suppose not.
Of course! There can be no suggestion of that being the reason I'm leaning towards guilty here, obviously.
Obviously. But honestly, I think we should pay more attention to the trial and less to juror number 2. Oh, because he's into maids, right? Because like his wife is pretending to be his maid.
Oh my
god.
Hold it!
Polishing the bench, I see. Again.
A maid's work is never done. Not a blemish must remain.
What exactly do you mean by filthy eyesores?
On my way to the market for his lordship, I have to pass through the East End. The place is full of beggars, pickpockets and crossmen, the scum of the earth.
A little harsh, perhaps?
Let me be plain. If it were up to me, all those back slums would be made spick and span or eradicated. You know, kill them all. And people like the great detective working to achieve these important goals.
Is that what he's trying to achieve? You're referring to Mr. Herlock Sholmes?
Yes, eradicate the bull.
Yeah.
That's right. I like to keep abreast of his exploits by reading Rand's magazine in between my duties. He does wonders cleaning up London streets. In my opinion, he should be declared an honorary maid of the capital.
Mr. Sholmes, a maid? Don't get the fangirl started.
Oh my god. It's really quite unforgivable. Got a scum having the audacity to shoot our very greatest detective.
Okay, but we established that wasn't the defendant, though. Minor detail, it was the two brothers in the stand who shot Mr. Sholmes, not the defendant.
A minor detail indeed, but all cut a scum as far as I'm concerned. Kill them all!
Well, it might just be an idea to get our facts straight anyway.
Facts? I don't need facts. I have feelings, you snowflake.
Exactly.
Yes, alright, I shall admit my statement. Brother, they should swing for shooting the greatest. Oh my god.
Jesus. Okay, I don't know. That's so it's important that we change that, but I don't know how to use it yet. You press it again because they're not like. Why is she saying guilty? Let's see. I agree with I agree with you. The shooting of Mr. Sholmes was an unforgivable act. But the purpose of this trial is to determine who shot the pawnbroker, Mr. Windibank.
Pretty sad.
No, it's a different crime. Sorry.
There, she's a poor person. Kill them all. Whether it thieves or the big purse. It was still gutter trash that shot the pawnbroker at the end.
How is this acceptable in court?
There should be cleaned up and eradicated in my considered opinion.
Thanks so much for sharing. Changing this maid's mind isn't going to be easy.
She really is like a picture-perfect female Trump supporter, right? Just super cognitive dissonance, kill the other, you know, it's great. Runa! It was one of those two brothers that shot her, wasn't it?
Yes, without question.
Kill them! Or they'll never forgive them!
Kill all the poor!
Help! The men, the women, the children too!
Oh, Iris!
Perhaps we can use the maid's statement to help us somehow, do you think?
Yeah, maybe. Let's listen carefully to what Ishura has to say first.
Hold it!
What do you mean, look at the photograph in stereo? Oh god, we need this again? Sorry, what? Don't you know? You can look at the photographic print normally. It looks as though the pickpocket girl was about to shoot the victim, obviously.
Objection!
There's no indication that the defendant really fired the gun. All I'm saying is that if you look at the same print in stereo, it could reveal all sorts of new information. Are we actually going to do this? Like, but you
it
need...
would require stereoscopic cameras, like you'd have to
Yeah,
have two
yeah.
cameras side by side.
And like there are two cameras in the scene, but they're not close enough, I would think.
No.
By any chance, are you a fan of stereoscopes? Oh, how did you know? It's called a lucky guess. It never gets old, seeing the two prints merge into one before your eyes. It's extraordinary, it's captivating, it's the height of modernity. Of course. Oh yes, I think you'll find the stereoscope is here to stay. Giving us new perspectives we could only dream of before. It's the greatest invention the world has ever seen. If only it could give me a new perspective on this case, I might agree with you. Oh, that was useless. Alright, this guy's gonna have lots of important things to say.
Yes.
Hold it!
What exactly have you been muttering about all this time, sir? keep talking about having left something somewhere or something like that. So sorry. It's gonna be like he left like scissors inside a patient. Or something.
yeah.
As you can probably tell, I'm a surgeon. A surgeon? Totally passed me by. Of course, people conducting surgery in this country aren't considered to be doctors, oh no.
What?
Even though me and my kind are at the forefront of medical science, the real brains in the field. So what is it that you think you've left behind? Well, that's a little embarrassing, to be honest. You see, I was operating on someone yesterday, and standard thing, went in through the abdomen. But when I finished the procedure, I couldn't find my scalpel anywhere. What? Did he? Surely not. Exactly, surely not, you say to yourself, don't you? Worrying, isn't it? That's what's been troubling me this whole time. Could I really have left my scalpel inside the fellow's belly? No, of course I couldn't. So there you have it. Like I said, a little embarrassing, really. The person he operated on is going to be Herlock.
Oh my god.
I bet. That's one way of putting it. The other is manslaughter. Is it just malpractice? I don't know. I don't know what the law is.
I think it actually would be considered manslaughter, because it would be like an unintentional death.
That's exactly my concern, and seeing as this case appears to be all but sewn up, I need to focus on trying to remember exactly what I've sewn up elsewhere. Now, I'm sure I made sure everything was back as it should be. Well, as sure as you can be without being sure. I'm sure you need to be more sure. Alright, that wasn't helpful.
Hold it!
Sorry, a radio transmission? What do you mean? Are you from the Far East? Stop. Yes, from the Empire of Japan. All communication with Far Eastern nations is usually take place by mail. Royal Mail steamers take more than a month to complete the journey.
Oh, we have the electric telegram, so we can send messages using electric signals.
Did they really have like cables that go all the way from Britain to Japan in like whatever year this is supposed to be?
Probably not directly, but indirectly, yes. Thousands of miles of cable have been laid along the ocean span, connecting the entire world.
There you go. All right. Thousands of miles of cable on the ocean bed? Makes my head hurt just thinking about it.
I mean, there's like huge cables that connect.
I mean, I know there are
North America
now.
to Europe.
I know there are now. I didn't think they were. That old.
There were then. It was
Yeah.
like one of the largest like civil engineering marvels of like the 20th century.
Also, people could send each other spam mail. You are well informed, young lady. But cables will soon become a thing of the past. Stop. Just when I was trying to catch up. Radio transmission is the future. Stop. Messages carried over airwaves to four corners of the globe. Stop. Excitement growing. Stop. Atmospheric electric. Stop. Right. Try not to wear out your fingers. Just gonna break the machine. Era of wireless telegraphy. Stop. Driving technological evolution. Stop. And people say inventions like the stereoscope or the high technology. What utter piffle? Stop. I can't understand it. I really can't. They're just silly toys. Oh. This is what we're gonna... Really? This is the conflict in the jury?
Oh, yeah.
Jury number 3. Sorry to interrupt when you're obviously fuming, but... What? You perhaps have something to say about jury number 5's last remark? As if I couldn't guess. Oh, you bet I do! Say that again! Go on! I dare you!
I'm not afraid to hit a woman!
Goodness! Are you talking to me? I think he just might be, yes. You think stereoscopes are just toys, do you, huh? Absolutely, I mean, really. A machine to view photographs in 3 dimensions. Why on earth would you not just use your eyes to look at the world around you? It's all three-dimensional. What a great way to appease the man. No, I'm sorry. Stereoscopes are of no practical use at all. You just don't know! Pardon? I think you'll find that viewing a photograph through a stereoscope can unlock all sorts of possibilities. I'm obviously going to have to demonstrate. Are we going to find some evidence by this? Oh my god. What sort of possibilities? Well, take a crime scene, for example. You had a pair of photographs from a crime scene that you could view through a stereoscope. It could reveal hidden clues you'd never even noticed before.
That's not how that works.
What?
Have you got any, Bruno? Any prints we can look at with the stereoscope?
With this print here, it should do the trick, I think. So, the cat one, which we don't have anymore, never mind. Could have done something, but this is the only print we have, right? So I guess we...
Yeah.
Alright then, juror number 3. Are you saying you can do this with any 2 suitable photographic prints? Of course I can. Very well then, I'd like you to demonstrate.
This is like Minority Report, when they like rotate the camera around.
One
and
more
like...
print. One more print. Do we need to get the other picture somehow? I guess we don't have it yet. I mean, this could be... This is the same angle as the victim picture. So it must be a way to keep talking to someone else till we get that picture, right?
I guess. Just try selecting that one again.
That'll work.
Take that!
Wait, sorry? What do you mean, one more print? Oh dear, don't you have these in the Far East? Don't you know how a stereoscope works? What? Oh my god.
You need 2 photographs for a stereoscope, remember?
Not again. I didn't catch that.
You know, one for the left eye, one for the right. Sorry, I was crossing my eyes.
It's okay. Oh yes, I remember now. The print we have from the pawnbrokery is just a normal photograph. No, I think you'll find that the clue is in the name. It's a stereoscope, not a monoscope. You always need 2 prints. Thanks for the friendly explanation.
Well, if we obtain another print at some point later in the trial, we can always show it to this young man then.
I think you'll find that know-it-all expression is really starting to annoy me.
Let's get things back on track, shall we, Counsel?
Okay, so we get that shot. We talk to this guy. Talk to her, so we need to talk to the revolutionary now.
Hold it!
Please tell me you're not Villain Bolshevik. Oh my god, I can't believe the characters actually called it out. Rather than be like, you look kind of familiar.
Yeah.
The Russian revolutionary. But, revolutionary?
Da, believe there is such rumor.
It's just a rumor?
Bourgeois propaganda spread by your capitalist elite. As you see, I have unfortunate appearance. Look like vicious criminal.
Your word is not mine. Just want to point that out.
People call me revolutionary, murderer, autocrat. I am these things. I am proletariat working man. Follower of Comrade Lenin. True follower, not like that Joseph Stalin nonsense.
And which glove fits?
Good day, I am visiting London for sightseeing. I would like to take bus to that Crystal Tower, please. Where do you keep
Go
nuclear
nuclear
vessels?
vessels. Right, that didn't sound staged at all. You forgive me for having my doubts.
Being treated like business criminal all the time. It's very painful. People do not realize. So I have much sympathy for these brothers. People say they are criminals only because of how they look. They are just simple working people.
Skulkin brothers?
Now, maybe they went inside pawnbroker's shop. A symbol of capitalist oppression. But they have done nothing wrong. That is all what I want to say.
Oh, so we can pin that against the maid. The Skulkin brothers did nothing wrong that night? Alright, well, first of all, that's one not so little misunderstanding. I'll need to clear up straight away.
Tell
Oh. Tell me something, Iris!
what is that, Bruno?
The jurors are chosen at random from the inhabitants of London town, aren't they?
Yes, it's amazing, isn't it? All 15 people that live in London.
In that case, how is it that there's a Russian tourist sitting among them who looks for all the world like a revolutionary?
I wish I knew, but the writers aren't going to provide an answer.
If I can't change the minds of more than half of these 6 jurors, the trial will be over. Oh, this is the... We've seen this. Alright, we just pin that against... We pin the maid against the Russian.
Objection!
Objection! Those two statements clearly contradict each other.
Good lord, counsel, explain yourself.
Am I my statement contradictory? Contradict. C-O-N. The apple response.
Juror number 6, you got the wrong end of the stick.
I do not have stick. I have mouse.
As juror number 2 said earlier, when the Skulkin brothers fled the scene on the night in question, they fired a shot from their revolver.
Yes. They shot poor Mr. Sholmes in the abdomen, I understand.
Surely you're not going to tell the court now that you didn't hear?
Abdomen. ABD.
Sir?
Sorry. My English is still learning.
You are telling the court you didn't hear?
Forgive me, I did not hear.
Ugh.
Here is word. Abdomen, part of person's body containing stomach and other vital organs. This is what you mean. You should say in plain English. I am Russian, no native speaker. I am revolutionary, comrade of the movement.
Who thought it was a good idea to let this man be on the jury again?
So, you're telling me these brothers, who look like criminals, were lying. They say before, we never done nothing, but truth is they shot detective. Now, this is double negative. See, in Russia, we would put those people in gulag.
Yes, that's exactly right. Oh my god.
Lying is wrong, especially when lie is said by person who looks like criminal, a capitalist pig.
Coming from you, that seems surprisingly prejudiced.
This means, when they said, we never took nothing, maybe it was also a big fat lie. Is this true?
Well, according to the police report, no stolen goods were found, so...
Enough! I trust no one now. Especially Comrade Trotsky.
It's not the mouse's fault, though, sir.
I must see with own eyes. I must investigate crime scenes myself.
I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Yes, it is, Rudo. Easily.
Oh, didn't you say that there was a case where like the jury actually went to a crime scene?
Yeah, but it was like immediately after it happened. It was like the day of the crime. So,
Yeah.
but like there wasn't a trial going on either, which was kind of weird.
With the prints from Hurley's red-handed recorder.
So we get the second picture.
If you compare the prints to Ginny and the next print from half an hour later, you will be able to see straight away if anything was taken or not. Good, Mr. Prosecutor!
Calling on the prosecution in the middle of a summation examination of all times. Also, she's 10.
Yes. I like that he made a big stink about. I want to say, didn't he like make a big stink about like Susato being in the court?
Yeah.
But he says nothing about a 10-year-old.
Yeah. Well, she's not Japanese, so it's fine.
Oh, fair.
The print showing the accused threatening the victim after she broke into the shop is this one. Following this, the victim and the accused moved into the storeroom. Meanwhile, the skulking brothers entered the shop and summarily heard the fatal gunshot ring out. Sadly, none of these events were captured on film. This is the print produced by the camera half an hour later, after the brothers' flight. That should have like us in. That should have like people in the scene, right?
Presumably.
Yeah.
So this was taken after Hurley was shot, then? As far as I can tell, nothing has been taken.
But now we have two pictures, I guess. That does seem to be the case. Can't notice anything that's obviously missing in the second print. Yeah, there's a second picture right there.
So, the brothers who look like criminals told only one lie. They shot man, but they stole nothing.
Seems so, yes.
Good. That just means all we'll have to do is remove them from photograph.
No, not good.
You were right. I did not understand the situation. Now, I know brothers have lied. It is very important to continue with trial.
Let's go.
Yay, well done, Bruno. The balance is shifted.
Well, it's a start, I suppose. There must be more in what these jurors are saying that I can use to expose the truth. If I can do that, we might just turn the situation. Might just turn the situation to our favor still. Did we get the second picture? We did. Okay. No, we didn't. We only have one picture. Right? We don't. It's not in our court record. Whatever.
Thank you, counsel. Continue with the summation examination. And kindly hand the new photographic print to the bailiff to be filed as evidence.
There we go. All right. The post-shooting photograph has been entered into the court record. Another print in the court record. I wonder if we can make use of that. No, I don't think there's anybody who likes pictures.
Nah. In Lake of Lies are many dead fish. We must find truth. Therefore I say not of guilty verdict.
Hold it!
Can it really show up new clues, though? Don't know unless you try. How about this print here? It should do the trick, I think.
Take that!
Alright then, juror number 3. Are you saying you can do this with any two suitable photographic prints? I mean, this definitely still wouldn't work, because they'd be taken from exactly the same angle. Which...
Yeah.
Oh well. Very well then. I'd like you to demonstrate. I'd be delighted to. Just give me one more print and I'll amaze you.
Take that!
Alright, these 2 prints were both taken with the same camera in window banks on the night in question. Yes, I see. Tell me, Mr. Lawyer. Do you know how stereographic images work? We haven't told you like 10 times yet. Do you understand the principle? Well, I think so. I did have a lesson only yesterday, like 3 times. Oh my god, stop! We get it! The left and right eye images need to be the same, only with a slight shift in the positions of some objects. When your brain merges the 2 images together inside your head, it notices the shift as if it were depth. Yes, exactly.
Is that small shift between certain objects in the 2 pictures that's really important?
So what happens if you use 2 photographs that are exactly the same then? No. Obviously that wouldn't work at all. Not for seeing the scene 3-dimensionally anyway.
Of course, now I see.
I think the young girl has discovered the secret.
Ah!
No.
Oh, God.
Can you uncross your eyes before you tell me?
Having a look at these 2 pictures from Hermes camera. No, go on.
I hope it's something like literally impossible. Like, just like a third person in the pictures when you look at them together or something.
Oh, my God.
Can you see that there's really obvious difference between them?
No. Oh, the lamp is broken.
Yeah.
Is that it? That's all I see. Of course there is. There are 2 people in the first and no people in the second. Doi.
Yeah, the lamp's broken.
Oh yes, you can see that straight away, but now... Try looking at the pictures in 3 dimensions.
Alright, I'll give it a go. So to start with... Okay, look, I can't do this. I'm not capable of doing this. You have to cross your eyes and then try to make the 2 pictures overlap exactly. It's just a lamp, right? Let's see if by crossing my eyes I can make the quill pens from each picture overlap in the middle. Nope. I can't do it. Wait.
Oh, did you manage to see it properly, Runo?
I mean, I didn't, but we'll lie and say I did. Ah! What's going on with these 2 pictures? What? Some of the things on the counter sort of jump outy. What? What are we talking about? What is going on? Yes. That's it, you see. That's the other amazing power of stereoscopes. Other amazing power?
Is someone going to explain this black magic, eh?
Are we going to see all the characters with their eyes crossed?
Why the deuce do some of the things on the counter seem to jump out at you like that?
I think you find that if you consider the basic principle of the stereoscope, you'll answer your own question. Basic principles of the stereoscope? As I said before, if you try to look at 2 identical pictures using a stereoscope, it won't work at all. It's the slight shift in the positions of certain objects that lets you see pictures 3-dimensionally. It'd be like they were bumped or like searched or something.
I'm guessing.
In other words, Even though at first glance it seems the objects on the counter haven't moved at all between the two pictures. Okay, this is not what I was looking at. I'm sure it was the obvious lamp being broken. So, like, it was, like, ransacked, and then someone tried to put it back together, and they couldn't do it perfectly. This shows that actually there must have been a slight shift in their positions.
Yes, there must have been.
Now, hold fire there, sir. Got a reasonable grasp of this whole cross-eyed business now, I'd say. But why the devil does the shift between the two planes exist in the first place? Well, what's the answer, fellow? Come on, you're the cross-eyed master.
What? Me? I haven't the first idea.
You know, it's quite simple.
It is?
Just think it through step by step. The first photograph was taken at 1 o'clock a.m. Then 30 minutes later, the second photograph was taken. But the position of some items on the counter appears to have shifted slightly in the interim. So that means...
It's sometime in the half-hour interval. Someone must have tampered with the things on the counter.
Zonkas, or Zukas.
Someone tampered? New information, stop. Not mentioned in testimony so far, stop. Yes. I've had to go around in circles a little here, it seems. I'm starting to see what I should be aiming at in this summation examination now. Ladies and gentlemen, the question now is clear. We know the items on the countertop were moved, but by whom?
Are you suggesting you might know?
And it can't be the girl, I guess, because she was locked in the room.
Yeah, I guess.
Of course. I can tell you right now who's responsible for the almost imperceptible shift in the items on the counter. Uh-oh. So we know Gina was looking for the book. Did something happen? Like, did we bump into it?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, look at that, like, head morph as you go between them. I have no idea who we're talking about here. She's 17?
Yeah.
I thought she was like 11. I did not pick up on that. Because she's like friends with Iris, so I thought they were like the same age. Oh my god. Alright, well, who do you think it is? Because I don't know.
I think it's the, like, rich guy. Like the one to the right of Gina.
Edgar? But he wasn't there at that time. He was there during the day.
But we don't know that for sure.
I feel like it has to be one of the brothers because they were the ones who were there in between the shooting and us getting there. So they were searching for something. Like maybe the rich guy paid them to do it. I don't know. It's not. But I don't really know.
What if Holmes?
I don't know. I feel like the game talked like 10 times about stuff that we figured out, and then now that we're on something we don't know yet, it's just like, all right, you got this, right? Because I'm like, who would put it back? Right? I think it would be the brothers because they're trying to claim that they didn't take anything, so they would be worried about putting something back.
Yeah.
But like Gina wouldn't put it back.
But which brother?
Hopefully it doesn't matter which one. These guys' faces are ridiculous. I'm gonna go with this guy.
Take that!
It was the witnesses currently in the stand. The Skulkin brothers.
Wait! He does not agree with what brothers said in testimony before. They said they did not even have time to pull dukes from Lucy pockets. My phrase book says dukes is meaning hands, and Lucy lockets is meaning pocket.
This poor mouse.
Is this another lie? Is this what you are saying?
Yes, I'm afraid so. Now hold on there a minute. You can't be sure of that.
I quite agree the accused is a common pig purse after all.
Yeah, pig purse, not a pig shelf. God.
It's perfectly possible that she went through the things on the desk to see what she might steal.
I think that's unlikely.
And why exactly?
As you can see from this photographic print, the defendant was pointing a gun at the victim. It would seem, as my learned friend indicated, that she was coercing Mr. Winterbank to open the storeroom door. In other words, Miss Lestrade's interests lay within the storeroom, not in the main shop, giving her no reason to touch anything on the counter. Oh, because they were there for, like, an expired item, right? Kind of like the ticket that we have is expired or something.
Yeah.
So it was in the main shop. And like we didn't know what was missing because there's too many items to check or something. Okay, so they were there for the item that was expired, I guess. And which is why they were checking the counter. All of which points to one thing. The Skulker brothers have admitted key facts in their testimony.
Ah, looks like you were correct. Are the
Let's go.
accused is a pig purse, common gutter trash? Why look any further than the wrongdoer here? Kill them all!
Because the Skulker brothers are thieves, madam. No better, in fact worse, than a pig purse. Shades of grey! What? I believe that these brothers were looking for something on the victim's counter that night. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you would condemn the defendant on the grounds that she's a pickpocket, would it not at least be right and proper to thoroughly scrutinize testimony given against her by two thieves?
Give me just 1 second, Drew.
Alright. Well said. Well, waiting for John to get back. Rip John. You know what? I'm gonna run to the bathroom while we do this. So we're gonna go to the break. Nope. We're gonna. Oh, stop talking. We're gonna go to the break screen. Alright, we're back. I, for one, would like to hear more from that shady pair.
What? I guess he's a surgeon. He can't touch it with his hands.
That's amazing. Can you all see now? Can you fucking see now?
Oh god, I was drinking.
I think you'll find stereoscopes aren't playthings. You've seen their extraordinary potential firsthand. I don't know how you changed your mind on that. Okay, you're just glad you got a chance to
How does
go
that
for
make
toys.
her less guilty? It just proves that she didn't fuck with the
Yeah.
books.
Wholeheartedly agree. Stop. Let's purchase after trial. Stop. Or return home via Regent Street. Stop. Oh. So why can't we just end the trial when they're all innocent? Like, shouldn't it be the same thing? Where like if they're all innocent, we stop, and the prosecutor has a trial has a chance to remind. Johnny, you're still there? John! John, come back. Hello? Uh-oh. We lost John. Very sad. Let's see. Oh, his internet cut out. Yeah, John says that his internet cut out, so we'll see if he can come back. John says soon, so we'll wait for him. It's like this happened right after we took a break already. I love that we're like actually dealing with the important facts of the case now, and not like with just with the two. Well, I guess we're about to get back to the two clowns, but like we weren't like. We started this trial with like proof that they shot Herlock, which is something that we already know. Like we didn't like learn anything new from that. So hopefully we're gonna learn some new things soon. Well, while we wait for John, I'll probably dox myself somehow by doing this, but I got a new blanket, and there's a cat sleeping on it. Yes, Gary. It's a happy boy. Jake says, I hope you like strong resolutions that close up loose ends. I bet we're... I feel like we're not gonna get that.
Well, it would seem this trial has yet to run its course.
He's back!
The ladies and gentlemen of the jury have declared their inclinations via the mighty scales of justice.
Wait, did they all just like vote innocent?
The leader is still guilty, I think.
Oh,
But it's enough for us to continue.
like we didn't even like discuss her, really.
Yeah. They're
Go ahead.
they're all like, let's hear more. They're not like, yep,
Oh,
trial's over. They did it by.
okay.
I hereby call this summation examination to conclusion with the balance altered in the defendant's favor. Too lean to guilty, 4 lean to not guilty.
Oh, I forgot that. Okay, never mind.
Accordingly, the jury is without consensus. And I order this trial to continue.
Yay, well done. Oh, by the way,
What?
you should hold on to this, Rudo. You never know when it might come in useful.
Twice in one trial would be unusual, surely, but alright. Stereoscope has been entered. Into the court record. Alright, well, that's great. We'll check that out.
Lord Van Zeeks.
What if it has like a confession note on the back of it or something stupid?
Oh my god. You have to pop your 2 prints in here to start with you see.
And then when you look through the eyepieces, you can see the image in 3 dimensions.
The important thing is to get back is the position of the 2 prints.
I don't know who came up with the idea of a stereoscope, but it's really quite fascinating. That
The
is.
latch. You can open.
Ooh, look at that. It's totally changed shape just from one little button press.
Well, that is what the button's for, Rudo. You're just like her. You boys love pressing buttons, don't you? Especially if you don't know what they do.
Hell yeah. Us boys, says a 10-year-old girl.
Anyway, now you can see that this really is a stereoscope, can't you?
Right. It looks like a little face.
It's like a steampunk Wally.
Yeah. We getting anything out of this? Okay. I assume we'll need it at some point later.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Who will instruct the witnesses that the court demands additional testimony from them?
I'm sure it won't spoil as a bouquet to do so, my lord. Oh, I thought the maid was on our side. Damn it.
No, she's a fascist and hates the poor.
Right. But I've won myself another chance to probe that pair about their activities that night, at least. And I won't stop probing them until I've proven that Gina is innocent. I wonder how long it'll keep zooming in on his face if we leave it here. I know, Day 9, oh, it stopped. Day 9 did this with a game, and there was no point where it stopped. So he waited for 10 minutes, and the camera went, like, out of bounds.
Oh, God. Quality content.
Yeah. High-class entertainment. To be continued.
So I'm eating a Dove chocolate, and its little caption says, "Get swept away by love."
Aw.
Order, please. Let us resume proceeding. Witnesses, you will now retake the stand. I presume you heard the defense counsel's summation examination?
Oh, yeah, Governor.
I did, Gov. I did.
Oh, wrong button. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. Call!
Blimey!
That was a good time. This is gonna be hard work. Earlier in this trial, you gave the following testimony about your actions after you entered Windibanks. Well, it was bedlam soon as, weren't it? God, how do I keep hitting this button?
A snatch it was. Didn't even have time to pull my jukes out of my Lucy lockets.
However, that was a lie. You brothers. Core!
Blank!
On the night in question, you rifled through the items on the victim's counter. We never did nothing of the sort.
What do you think of that now?
You will now give you will now give formal testimony once again.
I just like they're such a different art style than everyone else.
I know.
Like, they don't really seem like they belong in the same universe as, like, this judge, right? Like...
You will tell the court precisely what happened on the night in question, and this time you will tell the truth.
There's a recurring character in the, like, in the rest of the series. He's like a beat cop. And, like, his face is, like... It's clearly, like, a hexagon. Like, it's so angular like that, it just doesn't look like it fits in the like, it doesn't even look like it's in the same game.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Each lie that passes your lips serves to increase the severity of your punishment. And that, gentleman, may deal a crushing blow to your chances of ever seeing the light of day again.
Like,
wow.
Fundamentally, why does why does all this matter? Since they're not the ones on trial.
I know. Like I was saying while you were gone, like I feel like so far we haven't, like in this trial, we haven't done anything that we want to do. Like we're about to get to like new information, but so far all we've done is like establish that these are the guys who shot Herlock, which we already knew. Jake, I'm talking about, I don't remember his name, but not Gumshoe. He's like, his first appearance is in like a bonus case for the first game that was added later, and then he's in the Edgeworth ones, I think. He's the guy who has like a megaphone, and he screams when he's nervous. I don't remember his name.
Oh, I know here. I just looked up an image of him.
Yeah. Like his face is so weird.
Mike Meekins.
There you go.
Is his
Meekins. Yeah.
Yeah, like he kinda. Yeah.
I don't know, with the same, they're going for the same thing here, I don't know. I thought worth pondering, perhaps. Say no more, Gub, we hear you.
We'll speak, we'll beach. Yeah, he is like a slightly different art style.
Illegal entry, the whole truth. Alright, we did knock a few things over, but we weren't rifling for nothing.
It was when we heard the gunshots. He made us both jump and all that stuff went flying.
Let me, it didn't have to give me a fright. We was thinking the shooter had come out the door to get us next.
We sucked everything back when we found it and scampered straight in the black.
We couldn't have shot the pawnbroker, see? We never had a chance, did we? We were too busy putting the things back, like all criminals do.
So you admit to the defense's accusation? You did indeed ransack Mr. Windibank's countertop on the night in question.
Mr. Wandabink.
Mr. Windibank.
No, ransack. The governor, no.
That's right, Nash, that's right. It's more like we tidied up, yeah.
We put the trash in the trash can, and by trash we mean valuables, and by trash can we mean our bag. You know, like they say.
Sorry, boss.
By his own admission, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery under dubious circumstances. However, they panicked and fled on hearing the gunshot, having first made good their mess. The way you say it, we hardly sound like roughs at all.
Yeah, we're criminals. We kill people.
I mean,
We don't, Nash. We don't. Can't it make us sound a bit more cutthroat?
it can't just be coincidence that these men showed up at Windibanks that night. There's more to their testimony than meets the eye, I'm sure of it. Greg said it's just hanging out.
Yeah.
Illegal entry, the whole truth. Okay, I'll probably press everything here. Oh, they did break the lamp.
Yeah.
Is that what we, Okay, I'll try pressing the second time when he says they put everything back.
Hold it!
And then I'll do the first one, and that doesn't work, I'll just do all of them. Yes, whereupon you fired a shot from your own gun at Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Oh, yeah, we was a bit hasty there.
Us, Nash, we was. The truth be told, I was already shaking like a leaf when your lot turned up.
If you were shaking like a leaf, don't put a loaded gun in your hand.
Good advice, miss. Good advice.
She invents, like, a stabilizer so that you can always shoot accurately.
Oh, God.
Truth be told, me mine went totally blank.
Before your mind goes totally blank, make sure you don't have a loaded gun in your hand.
Mental note made, miss.
After that, we led down the street, but apparently we looked dodgy to the coppers or summit, so they clapped the darbies on us like winking.
And after you'd been handcuffed, the police found this revolver in your possession, correct?
Well, yeah.
But listen, that proves it done it, eh? Alright, that didn't help. I guess maybe we could present the lamp on that, I don't know.
Hold it!
If that's the case, then why didn't you testify to that fact in the first place? Well, you know, we ain't exactly squeaky clean, are we?
We ain't, Nash, we ain't. And if we admitted to something like that, people would think we was up to no good. 'Cause we weren't.
Well said, Ringo, me old China. We'd only land ourselves in even more trouble. Is that I've never heard anyone say that in any context. And in fact, now, as a result of lying in your previous testimony, that's exactly what you've done. Landed yourselves in even more trouble. Ah, well,
That's rotten luck.
this is the rotten apple eater. What? Oh, they had, like, fruit in the first... Remember when they showed up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what that was about. Witnesses, explain your actions to the court. Why did you ransack the victim's counter?
You know, 'cause we're thieves.
Yeah, we never ransacked nothing.
Right, Nash, right. More like we tidied up the place. Sorry.
Did you ever see that download? Like, in the... before we got to the testimony? Whatever.
Hold it!
So what you're saying is... the sound of the gunshot shocked you so much you knocked all those things off the counter? Well, it shocked one of us that much, yeah. This bag of nerves needs to learn to keep his shirt on.
Look, it was loud, all right? Blimey, you dead granny would have woken up with that bang.
big Bravious kid screamed like a bloomin' baby and fell over on the counter. He knocked over a load of books, a candlestick, and some skull whatnot.
Tangled in some marionette. What knocked over a picture frame? What knocked them scales on the floor?
Really, Master, you're working quietly then?
Rack. Me granny would have scared back into her grave at a clatter like that.
So in short, the gunshot took you by surprise. And then some, oh, there we go. And then some. I mean, it was quiet as a mouse, and then all of a sudden, bam! He's just going off.
My God.
Excuse me.
Inspector Gregson, do you have something to add?
Like I keep saying, I don't appreciate being lumped in with these scoundrels.
Too bad, you're going to jail. Just faster for paperwork. No, something to add to their testimony? You seemed to react just now at what Mr. Skulkin said. Did it make you think of something?
It's probably nothing, of course. I wouldn't even bother to mention it only. Well, the fact is, cases don't get solved if you ignore the little details.
How about you just tell us what's on your mind?
No, I need to be dramatic. As you know, we brought these fellows into the yard for questioning last night. And the statement they gave them told a slightly different story to what they're saying now.
Yeah. Did it?
You claimed you heard the victim shout something out before the gunshot.
Might have.
Might have.
Oh, that's you.
Gov, might have. Does ring a bell now you mention it. Granted, that's only a minor detail, but still. I can't help feeling like perhaps you've been a bit sloppy with your testimony here, eh, fellas?
If I discover the witness's testimony has been any more sloppy than it has hitherto proven to be, I shall be forced to bring the very harshest punishment to bear against them.
Easy, easy.
We'll get it right this time.
That's it, yep. It's all coming back to me now. My giant mouth. Then speak. Supplement your testimony with whatever details have miraculously returned to your questionable minds, sirs.
Right you are, Gov.
Okay, just we'll press this.
Hold it.
So, in fact, you heard the voice and the gunshot almost simultaneously.
We did, Gov, we did.
Although, I suppose if you're being honest, we heard a kind of waver in voice before the yell and all.
If you don't want to get shot,
Give me that gun! Hey.
Yeah. Kind of thing.
Career in acting tragically missed. Where were the voices coming from? Could you tell?
Of course we could. From the other side of that door behind the counter it was.
From the storeroom where the victim was found dead. And the voice you heard, it was that of the victim, Mr. Winterbank.
Oh, my granny's life. Of course it was.
How would they know what his voice is like? On his granny's life. Of course it was. Also, they're brothers, right? So, like... probably have the same grandmothers. So that would mean... that you both knew Mr. Winterbank and the sound of his voice. Oh my god, the character just figured it out? We didn't have to wait 20 minutes to prove it somehow?
Oh my god.
Hey, so that would mean what?
What, Nash, what? Any ideas?
Yes, Counsel, indeed it would.
No. We didn't know the geezer.
How am I supposed to deny it when the bloke in all the fancy glamour's giving us the evil eye? Wait, I'm so confused.
They do know him. Nash is trying to deny it. Ringo's like, I can't deny it. Because Van Zieks is going to punish them if they lie.
Okay.
Yeah. If you value your lives, you will ensure your testimony is accurate and true. That was the wrong voice. We'll go with it.
I mean, Granny's life it is.
On his granny's life, it must be. It's a good job his granny's dead. To summarize then, immediately after hearing the voice of the victim, you then hear the gunshot, causing you to stumble and upset the items on the counter, scattering them over the shop floor. Oh, he was shot in the back. Right? So it wouldn't make sense if he was struggling for the gun.
Yes.
It wouldn't make sense. Okay.
You make it sound like we're clumsy.
Don't forget we tidied up after that like good little boys. Anyway, the way I see it. Wait. Okay. That's completely different. This is not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Can we... I mean, we're gonna press on it, but, like... Is there anything, like, this is the only gun? Yeah, I guess we'll press that and be like, what the fuck?
Hold it!
You're saying that Mr. Winterbank had a gun in his hands? Oh yeah, but that was a side, eh? Them two waving them guns at each other must have got pretty heated. I mean, just before you shouted out, we heard the geezer say, if you don't want to get shot.
You really sound like a minute, mine. More like an empty threat, you could say.
Mr. Winterbank was known to keep a revolver on his shop counter at all times. People say that to protect the articles in his keeping, he'd readily put a bullet in someone's head, if required.
Or his own.
Yeah, it's not someone being himself, of course.
Good, great, extraordinary devotion indeed, if alarmingly misguided.
Well, he certainly sounded like he was ready to pull the trigger the other night. Only the person he was going to shoot beat him to it. Cooked his goose proper.
Bet he wished he'd squeeze the trigger instead of wasting time shouting, give me that gun.
It was directly after those words that you heard the gunshot? It was more or less at the same time, Gov. Give me that gun! Bam!
Kinda.
Yes, a career in acting, very tragically missed. Then we heard the sound of someone hitting the deck. Before everything went dead quiet.
After that, we done a slapdash job tidying the place out.
Alright, so it's something to do with this. How do we prove that he didn't have a gun? I mean, I guess...
The photo? Or the gun itself?
So it could either be the photo get shot in the back, which wouldn't make sense. It's either that or the gun. Yeah, I think it must be this. The gun.
Objection!
Nope. God damn it. Let's just consider the implications of that statement for a moment, shall we? Fuck.
What implications, Counsel? Nothing strikes me about it.
Exactly. There's nothing striking about it.
What does strike me is your propensity for the unnamed, however.
Oh, fuck off. I need to clear my head and come at this again from a different angle. Alright, we're gonna save here. And then figure out which of our pieces of evidence proves this. Nope. It's gonna be like the autopsy report or something mentions that
I wonder if just presenting the gun.
Well, that's what I did. I presented Windabank's
Oh.
gun. So the photo shows that she has the gun and he doesn't.
Yeah,
I'll try that.
Objection.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
there we go.
You're saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Windabank, was wielding a gun. Is that correct? That's it, Gov. You've got the picture. Oh, do I?
Yes, Nash, yes, no question.
And yet, the photograph. Oh, and yet the photographic evidence from the time of the incident clearly shows that Mr. Windabank was not in possession of a firearm of any description.
Objection.
You surprised me. Does the defense really intend to highlight evidence that compromises the position of the accused even more? Ah.
Furthermore, the defense has failed to establish that the photographic print presented was taken a suitably short time prior to the victim's death. Your chronology is severely lacking, counsel.
What?
Uh,
What? What is it?
No.
Yeah. So she had him at gunpoint, and then he got a gun, and then lost the gun after he died? Yeah, that's right.
Too right, Nash, too right. That old geezer could have been about to turn the tables on the girl, eh?
Then where did the gun go? Hardly likely.
I'm afraid this won't stand as conclusive evidence.
Ugh. Are you serious?
Continue with the cross-examination, counsel, and heed my...
What? Then where did his gun go? If he had another gun... What the fuck? Are you serious? Wow, we got robbed. A skulkin's never skulking!
Skulkin'.
Oh my god. Okay, so I guess we'll keep pressing.
Hold it.
So you didn't try to open the storeroom door then? Not on your life!
It went deathly quiet after that, it did. Put the wind right up me.
But anyway,
But anyway, the door was locked, wasn't it? No way that was opening. How would you have known the door was
Yeah.
locked?
yes, of course, it was locked from the inside, or so we've been led to believe.
It was, Gov, it was. From the inside.
I know when I tried to get it open after I shot the guy through the window. I mean... Right, so we had no way of knowing what was going on in there, did we? Unless there was some other way to get a view of the inside of the storeroom, like the window in the door. Like through the keyhole or a spot. Are you... Don't ring no bells, don't light no
Light
lights!
the lights. We had to cut him, run before we noticed anything like that.
Why did we get... Oh my god. So one of these pictures is going to have proof of the window and the door. It's like behind the curtains though. Like, is it not... Oh my god. Alright, what shows... the fucking...
Does
Window
the
and the
newspaper
door.
mention it?
I don't think so. No, because the real thing was it talks about this in the back. The, like, international crime ring or whatever.
Oh yeah, you can see the door there.
But, like... Oh, this is closed.
Yeah. Is it open in the other one?
It's behind the curtain.
Oh, yeah, you can't see it.
But we know it's there. We're still cutting our teeth in this game, see? But one day... We'll really cut
We'll
the mustard.
really cut the mustard.
Please, cut it out. But as we know, behind that door was the victim's lifeless body, with the accused not 2 feet away. Yes, unfortunately. Gina was in there, unconscious, with the gun in her hand. To confirm, would it be correct to say that neither of you set foot inside the storeroom?
That's right, Gov, that's right.
Couldn't have, even if we wanted to.
We stuck everything back, we found it, and scamped it straight into a...
We pressed that one. Oh, I thought there was more. My bad. So we still have to press the last one.
Did we ever press the first one?
Yeah, that was what added the new thing that we presented, and they're like, nah, never mind, you don't get that point. Fuck you. That's it? That's the full extent of their testimony?
What is it, Renault? You look very fierce. I can pour you some herbal tea if you're tired.
Oh, thank you, but I'm fine. Oh, I'm not tired at all. Being such a logical thinker, you'll probably laugh. But I feel as though these brothers are still hiding something important. It's nothing more than a feeling, though. I have no proof to support it. Yes, I do.
Well, feelings can be very logical at times.
Like when feelings tell you not to trust the vaccines. It's very logical.
Yes.
Sorry?
People's expressions, the movement of their eyes, the words they choose. You can take all that in your brain and quietly analyze it to come up with feelings like you described. You've concluded that there's nothing suspicious about the testimony without knowing why, that's all. I think you should trust your instincts.
Iris, thank you. Sometimes I think if she's 10 years old, I must be 5. Okay.
Hold it!
And why should we believe that? Hey, what? Well, because it's true, isn't it?
The place was totally empty when we went in.
As at times, the victim was already in the storeroom, having been forced to open the door by the accused who had a gun to his head. In other words, on the night in question, these 2 witnesses, they never even laid eyes on the proprietor of the pawnbroker, Mr. Winterbank. Correct?
You've got it, mister.
Down to a T! So the Skulkin brothers never actually encountered Mr. Winterbank? Is it really true? I wonder... Oh, so maybe what they heard was like a fake? Like it wasn't the real event? Oh, well they saw that he had a gun.
Yeah.
Okay. But this is the thing that happens a lot in Ace Attorney, where like a witness sees a crime, but they actually saw a staged like copy of the crime. I think we've seen that at least once in this game already. That's we've seen this already. Okay. Stop. Yes, we're getting a pep talk from a child right now. All right. Okay, so how do we? So maybe now that we heard that, well, I think I have the text speed at the maximum thing. So Jake's putting out like increase the text speed. Is this what? I don't think that's what I want. I'm not sure.
Can you scroll down some more?
Oh, it's just one more button. Restore defaults. Whatever. We've made it this far. So maybe now we can present that, and they won't be able to say that. Like they. I wish I could just point out these two things are contradicting each other. We'll try saving again, and then we'll point this out. We'll present the same thing, because now we can say, hey, they said they didn't see him. I don't fucking know. We'll press this again. Let's see. It's the same thing. Jake points out that they miss everything in the secret handshake, except for the thing at the end.
Objection.
Nice.
Let's see. I think this is what we've seen already. Yeah. How do they fucking know that? What the fuck? Maybe this is the one we haven't pressed yet? Let's see.
Hold it.
So you didn't try to open the storeroom door then? Not on your life.
It went deathly quiet after that, it did. Put the wind right up me. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've already heard this.
Yeah.
Can you present anything now?
No, you can only do it when you're at the testimony part, or what if it just prompts you. So like, there's so many problems with this, but we can't present any of them. Like, why would they clean up the crime scene if they thought that someone was about to come out and shoot them? Right? They would just run.
Yeah.
And like we already pointed out the thing with the gun. They say that they know that the victim had a gun, but they also said that they can't see him. They know that the door was locked, but they never tried it. And we can't present any of that stuff. So I don't know what to do. Like, we also know that there was no other gun. I guess, do we, like, present this picture to show that he didn't have a gun?
I guess, maybe.
Objection.
Oh my god, come on. So you're saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Windibank, was wielding a gun. Is that correct? That's it, Gov. You've got the picture. This time you've got the right picture. Hopefully.
And Nash, yes, no question.
And yet, photographic evidence obtained immediately after the incident clearly shows that Mr. Windibank was not holding a firearm of any description. They're going to be like, well, you can't prove he didn't just fall on it. He's covering up with his body, so no, it doesn't count.
Hey, you what?
Gordon Bennett, that ain't right.
Objection!
Second being no questions that the victim's revolver was used in the incident. I would remind the court that Mr. Windibank's gun was found at the scene, but God, they're saying they both had guns! Not only was it identified as the murder weapon, but it was found in the accused's hand.
But had it been used?
Yeah, that mall tooler used the victim's own gun to finish him off. I think the gun was used. Give me that gun!
Give me the gun! Bam! Kind of thing.
Hold it!
Stay exactly where you are, right there.
And?
The crime had taken place as you've so colorfully described in your testimony. We give rise to an undeniable and significant inconsistency in the final moments you just acted out. And now we point at the back. Okay. So now we can point at the back thing. This is so dumb. Like, there's so many problems we can't point them out. Like, they're saying that they both had guns. So where's the second gun?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't read the line. I was too busy being mad. You intrigue me, my learned friend, but let's see some evidence to support your claim. Where is the proof that demonstrates this inconsistency in the witness's portrayal of the victim's final moments? So they show him get shot in the front, and he was actually shot in the back. So do I use the autopsy report for this now?
I would think so.
There it is.
Take that!
According to their testimony, witnesses claim to have heard a shout of "Give me that gun," followed by the gunshot.
Indeed, with the two events happening almost simultaneously, I'm sorry for that to believe.
Well, you can't prove that he didn't do a 360 no-scope. Yes, that's right. Now, if that testimony is true, it would mean that at the moment of death, the victim and his attacker would have been facing each other. However, in the autopsy report, it clearly states the victim died instantly after being shot from behind. So, as I stated before, there is an undeniable inconsistency in your testimony, Mr. Skulkin. Yeah! But it's the God's honest truth.
It is, Ash, it is. Well, we was shot that night.
The shopkeeper had a gun in his hand. We saw it with our own bleeding eyes that we said we never saw him with. Did I hear you right just now? You actually saw Mr. Windibank holding a gun? Someone like that might have slipped out. Bling. Okay, so we're a bit over time. I think we're about to get more information. I think it's probably a good time to save here.
Okay.
Okay. Are you good for Friday?
I don't think so.
Rip. Alright, so no Friday then.
Yeah.
But next week?
Yeah, next Wednesday I should be good to go.
Okay. And we'll come back for that next Wednesday. Hopefully we'll move past these guys at some point.
You're like ending on a cliffhanger, though.
That's good. It means we'll have something to do when we get back. Alright. Thanks for watching. We'll be back Wednesday, apparently. Goodbye.
Bye.